Hi everyone, my backspin username is Dionysus, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the passing number strategy. The number one skill to learn to transition from being a rookie BingoMoney player to an intermediate or advanced BingoMoney player is the passing number strategy. So in this video I'm going to walk you through one of my own games in which I play the passing number strategy, and then I'm going to answer 3 questions that I get about this strategy all the time. The first question is, how do I make sure that I generate the maximum number of power-ups possible while I'm playing this strategy? The second question is, how many numbers should I save or let pass? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? And the third question is, when should I start clearing the board or matching my saved numbers to make sure that I generate all the power-ups and use all of them? So let's start with the first question. If you're playing the passing number strategy, how do you generate the maximum number of power-ups? So why is this even a problem to begin with? Well, the reason it's a problem is that when you let a number pass and you daub it later, you only get 1/4 of the power-up bar in boost. So let me show you an example of what I mean. At the beginning of this game, the G51 is called, so I just let it pass. The G48 is called, and I let it pass. And when I daub the G51, you can see that I only get 1/4 of the power-up bar in boost. Now, if you let 6 numbers pass, that means you will only get a total of 1 full power-up bar and a half of another one. So you've only generated 1 power-up. Whereas if you're daubing those numbers as they're coming up, you're going to get a power-up for every 2 numbers that you daub, and so you're going to have 3 power-ups. So it seems like if you're playing this strategy, you might fall behind on power-up boost. So the way around this problem is to not match saved numbers with each other, but to match saved numbers with called numbers or with golden balls. So let's take a look of an example of each of these possibilities. In this match, the I-18 is going to be called, and I will activate my free daub. So let's just pause it there for a moment. What you want to do in this case is use your free daub first on a number, but as soon as you use your free daub, you want to daub the number that was just called, in this case I-18, and then one of the saved numbers, which will be the 074 for me. So let's restart the match here and take a look at this in action, and you generate a power-up from that. So your second option is to use a golden ball and match that with a saved number. So let's take a look at an example of this second option. I'm going to activate my golden ball and choose I-23. Now let's just pause here for a moment. What you need to do is daub the golden ball number and daub a saved number. Now you can do this in 2 different orders. I can daub the I-23 here and then a saved number like the I-26, or I can daub the I-26 first. When I do that, because it's a saved number, it doesn't end the golden ball screen, and then I can daub the I-23. So I'm going to do the second option, and you'll see here that I daub the I-26, the golden ball screen doesn't end, and then I can daub the I-23, generating a power-up. So the second question is, how many numbers should I hold? Now, there's no definitive answer to this question. There's just disadvantages and advantages associated with holding more or less numbers. If you hold more numbers, you decrease your chance of pre-daubing, but if you hold more numbers, you increase the chance that you won't be able to match all your saved numbers with a golden ball or a called number. If you hold less numbers, you increase your chances of pre-daubing, but you decrease your chances that you won't get stuck with saved numbers you won't be able to match with a golden ball or a free daub. So let's just take a quick look at an example of the disadvantage of holding lots and lots of numbers like 6, 7, or 8 numbers. In this game, the G51 is the 7th number I've saved. So let's see how this plays out. The last number is called, it's not a number on the card, and so I start trying to match saved numbers with my power-ups. I have 2 golden balls. I generate a third one, which is good. I'm hoping to generate more and more golden balls to match. But as you can see, there's a free daub and there's another free daub, and I get stuck not being able to match 4 of the numbers. So I have 4 less power-ups than my opponent in that case, which is a bad thing. I mean, you're probably going to lose that match. So to ensure that you match all of your saved numbers with golden balls or called numbers, you might hold fewer numbers like 2, 3, or 4. But when you do that, you increase your chances of pre-dobbing compared to holding 5, 6, or 7 numbers. So in this match, I've only held 3 numbers, and I start using my power-ups after more numbers are called. So the 072 is called. I use my power-up, my free dob on the 61. And so far so good. 58 was called, 63, and then 61's called, the number that I just put my free dob on and I pre-dob. So as you can see, there are disadvantages and advantages associated with holding more and less numbers. And how many to hold is largely, at this stage in learning the strategy, it's largely a matter of preference. I would suggest, while you're getting used to the passing number strategy, to hold 3, 4, or 5 numbers. That is not too many, and it will get you used to the ins and outs of the strategy. The third question that I often get is, at what point in the game should I start matching my saved numbers with golden balls and called numbers? Now, there are 2 general answers to this question. The first is you should start matching all of your power-ups with your saved numbers if you think you can clear the board and get a blackout. And the second situation is you should wait until the last number of the match has been called before you start trying to match all of your saved numbers with your power-ups. So let's take a look at a match in which the first situation occurs. I start using my power-ups and matching them with my saved numbers because I think I can finish the card and get a blackout. Now, in this particular match, I've saved 4 numbers. I'm not going to save any more. When the next number my card is called, I'm going to start using my power-ups. However, I'm not going to start matching the called numbers with saved numbers on my card quite yet. I've only saved 4 numbers and I have 2 golden balls, so I feel pretty confident that come the end of the game, I'm going to be able to match all those 4 saved numbers with golden balls or called numbers. So I'm still not matching any numbers yet. At this point, 13 numbers on my card have been called. And I know for other reasons that I go into in advanced videos that when the 14th number is called, I can finish the card and get a blackout, or it's highly probable that I can. So the B7's called, I'm going to go for the blackout, and at this point I'm going to start matching all of my saved numbers with the called number or with golden balls that I have in my power-up bar. And in this game, you can see that I'm able to finish the match and get a blackout. So now let's take a look at the second situation. In this example, I don't start matching all of my power-ups with saved numbers until the last number in the match has been called. And the reason for that is you minimize your chances of pre-dobbing. Now, before the last number is called, I'm going to match a called number with one of my saved numbers. And that's to ensure that I get to match all my saved numbers. But after I match that first called number with the saved number, I don't start using all of my power-ups and start matching at that point. I'm still going to wait until the end of the match. Now, in this case, the B3 has been called, and that's the 4th number that I save. So let's pick it up from there. It's 10 seconds left in the match. The I11's called, and now I'm going to match the 11 with one of my saved numbers. That ensures that I'll be able to match all of my numbers, saved numbers, at the end of the match. So I wait until the last number is called, and at this point, I'm going to start matching saved numbers with golden ball power-ups. And I have enough of the saved numbers or called numbers, and I'm able to match all of my saved numbers. So I hope this video was helpful for you. There's obviously a lot more that goes into the passing number strategy, and I'll be making more videos explaining some more of these advanced details, like how to use the passing number strategy when you have an X2 power-up, and what are the different types of dobbing patterns that you can use while you're trying to match saved numbers with called numbers and golden balls, and how to maximize your time when you're trying to go for a finish, a blackout. So be on the lookout for those videos, and until next time.